And Fletcher Brown here with another artist video blog at kicksnicehisscountry.com. Our guest today, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, by way of Baltimore, Maryland. Please welcome Carrie Zaruba. How are you, Carrie?
Fabulous.
Did I pronounce your name right? Zaruba?
You did. First time. Congrats.
Well, I'm curious. Like, are there any other interesting pronunciations you've heard?
Just Zumba. Which we've all done once, haven't we? Haven't you Zumba'd?
I would never admit to Zoom being on camera.
Well.
So, this is actually your first radio tour.
It is.
But this is not your first foray into the world of entertainment. You actually have a very long and sordid history with entertainment.
Sordid. There's a lot of really sort of unsavory details that we don't have to go in.
Okay. Well, let's start with Baltimore. Let's start with where you grew up and how you found your way to music to begin with.
Well, I was born and raised in a small, hard-scrabble area of Baltimore. Big family, lots of kids. And so my parents were too distracted with keeping the lights on to foster any sort of career a la Honey Boo Boo. There was none of that happening. There was no Honey Boo Boo on 9 West 11th Avenue. That wasn't happening. So nobody knew I could sing until I was like 12.
Was it because no one was paying attention?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I didn't either, honestly. I would, remember when Footloose came out?
Yeah.
Me and my neighbor, best friend, Jamie Tevis, we did like a whole routine in the backyard to it. Nobody came to see it, but it was fabulous. And I was singing, and we were singing the song, and I remember that I didn't understand why she couldn't sing Footloose, Footloose. She's like, Footloose. And I was like, why can't she hear that? And so that was the first time I was like, something's different, because she can't hear that she's wrong, all kinds of wrong. And so I would just sing in the basement all the time to the radio. And I would see my parents' feet on the steps. Like, they were sitting next to each other like, now what? What do we do with her? We don't even know. And so they the only move they really ever made it to, like, kind of push me into music was they encouraged me to audition for Baltimore School for the Arts, which is where the winner of Project Runway, his name is Siriano. Hey, that guy. Love him. He started the year I graduated. And I had no idea what the school was or what it did. I sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow a cappella. So embarrassed. Now that I look back on it, I was like, oh, they were like, oh, you poor thing. I didn't know how to read. I didn't have a piano player. And it was a really prestigious school. And so I got in. I was like one of, 15 out of like thousands of people who auditioned. It was a public school in Baltimore. It still is, in the city. Anyway, it's really difficult to get in, and it's a really sort of very concentrated conservatory type setting. And so my first day of class, I sang Vivaldi's Gloria, and the girl next to me was like, read, hello, and I was like, I don't know how, and she taught me right there, and that was it. So I was doing really kind of difficult opera, full tilt.
Okay, so you're actually classically trained.
Classically trained.
You even have a background in jazz too, right?
Yes, I went to college. I went to University of the Arts in Philadelphia. And I wanted to branch out from classical and still do it because I did like some musical theater stuff a little bit. I did like some contemporary opera. But then somebody played me Aretha Sings the Blues, that record from like the 60s, and it blew my head open. And I was like, give me Motown, give me blues. I want to hear jazz. I want all of it. And so I really got into that. Stylistically, it felt like it fit me really well because I grew up on like rock and roll, like the Stones and Eric Clapton and all that stuff. That's what my parents loved. So I didn't know vocally what I matched up with and really what I wanted to do. And so that just opened everything up for me. And then I was just a professional background singer for a while. And then I started to write just as like therapy for myself. I had no like aspirations of being a writer. Because I was in my early 20s. I thought, hey, I'm just going to be a singer for other people. And this is cool and it pays well. And then I kind of talked my way into this little studio in the suburbs in Philly and recorded my little demo, and it wound its way down to Nashville to Kent Wells, who produces for Dolly. And he was like, you're not super terrible, so if you want to move here, I'll work with you. And so this is it. This is the product of that. And
you've actually gone out on tour with American Idol's Top 100, is that correct?
I didn't tour because I made it before the 100, but that was a dare gone awry for the record. I was bartending at this mob bar in Philadelphia.
This mob bar.
They're actually all on trial. Okay. They can't even come up with a verdict because they're all innocent. And this is a disguise in case they find me. Right. They know I'm not the one. I didn't do it.
It's like, well, we'll disguise your eyebrows too.
Yes.
And
it's not me. Well, they all thought I was Italian. Thank
Oh.
God. I didn't tell them I was Puerto Rican. So, but they tipped well. Frankie Pickles is the best tipper you've ever met.
Pickles.
So one night, that's his real name, God given.
Mr. Pickles.
So Frankie Pickles, he would get a shot of Sambuca, and he would have, that was it, with the coffee beans inside. Please, I need the coffee beans. And so over a dare one night, because I would sing in the bar all the time, and this was when Idol was like everything, you know. And I really didn't want to do it. I didn't feel like it was my thing. I didn't understand reality TV. I just was like this. I didn't want to fail, really, honestly, which I wound up doing, but it was a good lesson. So over a dare one night, over a shot actually, I was like, fine, I'll audition. So the owner of the bar, Nikki, came down with me to DC, and I made it through like 100-some thousand people just in that 3 days. And I wound up kind of buying in, like, all right, well, I'm doing it, and I kind of keep making it, so I'm gonna try. And then I went to Hollywood, and you know, I made it through, like, when they do the 3 rooms. Yeah. So I got cut in the 3 rooms. But in all honesty, I didn't understand how to manipulate a reality TV situation. I didn't know that you were supposed to faint on cue and, like, you know, just be, like, completely extroverted personality-wise. I was just like, this is competition. I'm here to win it. And so I was just, like, serious. I was doing this all the time. What's happening? Why are we doing this? Why is she crying again? You know, it was a lot of, like, frustration because I felt like nobody was focused on the competition part and singing well. And I didn't even sing that well. But the catering was poisoned. I stand by that. It's really gross. It was gnarly. So, and you know, and they have you up at like 4 o'clock every day, and then you go to bed at 12 with like a task to come back with. So who can do well in that situation? So they want you to crack, which I did. I yelled at a girl in a body stocking.
Yeah. Why did she have a body stocking?
I don't know. Her name was Elizabeth Faw. I'm sorry. I'm sorry now, but you couldn't count to 4. And we had to do the group song. It was Baby, Where Did Our Love Go? Some people may remember. And she couldn't sing Baby, Where Did Our Love Go?
So, all right, so you learned a valuable lesson from...
This is what I learned, because it took me like 5 years to find out what I learned. Because everybody's like, I remember you. You were in your glasses, and you had your hands on your hips, and you were like, does she have to be in my group? And really, that's what I said. And all the cameras were like, yes, drama. She couldn't count to 4. So, I didn't get cut on stage, which was nice. And actually, Simon was like, Carrie was the only one who did anything. He was really cool. Paula, she iced me the whole time.
Ooh.
Yeah, big time. I said, please. And so it took me like a few years to figure out, okay, why did I even get through these parts? Like, why did I make it and then not make it? What, you know? And that was with Carrie Underwood was on that season. And obviously she's amazing and a force in country music. My name is Carrie too. So I think that they were just like, you have no personality and we don't need 2 Carries. Oh. But I did learn, my big lesson was, I don't think I can compromise artistically because I didn't know how to turn it on for the camera. Like, this is how I am. This is just, you know, so that's probably what it was.
Fake mustache and all.
Yes. I don't want you to get a mob hit out on me now. I hope our car doesn't explode when we go out to start it.
Mr. Pickles' white
They work
person
really
phone.
quickly.
Okay, so we've learned valuable lessons. Hindsight's 2020 from American Idol.
Absolutely.
And you found your way to Nashville, to Kent Wells, and now you've got your first album you're working on, and your first single, "Woman on a Mission."
Woman on a Mission. I wrote that song. Actually, it was a mantra I was saying out loud to myself because I had written one song, "Little Lie," and I had sent it to Kent, and he was like, "This doesn't suck. Do you want to come in and sing it for me?" And then I sang it for him, and I had like 5 more, and I kept coming back, and really, he was just so incredibly generous and would just teach me, and not really like, this is how you do it, but like, I learned to understand his cues on if he liked something or he didn't like something, and so that was an education for like 9 straight months. I just wrote my catalog in that way with him. Sometimes with Dolly in the next room, like,
wow.
And I'm like dying, you know. Of course, it's like I'm gonna be right back. I gotta check on her.
Yeah, I mean, Dolly Parton's just 2 doors down.
Yes.
Get it
on the other side of the wall, and I'm like, I can hear her, you know. So there were some moments like that, but so I wrote "Woman on a Mission" at my retail job in the closet, among a really rapt audience of brooms and mops and steamers, But I was saying Woman on a Mission to myself, and then the melody came, and I wrote the lyrics, and that's really the song as it stands.
Okay.
But I recorded it in my phone in the closet.
All right. Well, it's a really good song. It's like the vocals just come powering out at you. So that's one of those things. Before I even read your bio, I listened to the song. I'm like, this girl has pipes, real vocal things happening here. And of course, I read your bio and things made sense. Classically trained, background in jazz, and of course, the American Idol stuff. So I'm going to move out of the way, and I'm going to let Carrie sing "Woman on a Mission" for you right here at Kicks96Country.com.
Can you hold my stash?
Sure.
I'm Carrie Zaruba, and this is my song, Woman on a Mission. Take it away.
That was Carrie Zaruba with her accompanist, Truett, and Woman on a Mission is the single. Amazing. I love anything live. Personally, I'm a big fan of a great guitar playing. I love anything acoustic. I love it. If it sounds good live, it's going to sound good.
That's it.
Almost no matter what you do. So
that's the litmus test right there.
It really, really is. You have an amazing voice.
Thank you so much.
You say you wrote that song. That's
I did. Yeah.
How many songs on the album? The album's still forthcoming yet?
It's my EP, and there's going to be 6 on there. I just have 2 more to cut.
All you?
All mine.
All you? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's me.
So we have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
How long do we have before we can get some more of that? I mean, before we have the
Well, March 5th is the release date. It's going to be titled Woman on a Mission, but there's going to be 6 songs, all released on iTunes and all the other partners that they have. So
single available on iTunes now?
Right now.
So if you heard that,
get it
you can totally go get that. If you want to hear it, make sure you call us here at Kicks 96, and we'll be happy to play it for you on the request line. Kicks96country.com is where you are, and of course we can find Carrie Zaruba online.
Yes, facebook.com/Carrie Zaruba official. There may be some imposters, so that's why it's official. And
that Pickles guy I heard.
Yeah, Frankie Pickles is coming to get me. Please don't.
He's got a Facebook page where he's got it.
And on Twitter @Carrie_Zaruba. And I just want to shout out to my sponsors, Pulp Cosmetics. They keep my skin glowy. And right now, if you go to pulpcosmetics.com and you purchase any of their wonderful products and you enter Carrie Glow, In the checkout, you'll get free shipping and a free autographed copy of my single. That's awesome.
Wow.
And I want to thank Hard Rock Cafe Nashville for their generous sponsorship for this tour.
All right. Carrie Zaruba, you have been a joy to have.
You've been so fun. Where's my mustache?
Wait, did I not bring it back?
You took it away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me get that.
We have to sign off.
All right, you don't need
You
the
need lips.
I don't need lips. You have
This
the
was mine, my train robber.
So, CarrieZaruba.com. Find her on Facebook and on Twitter.
Yes.
And, of course, if you want to hear the single, you call us at Kicks 96. We'll be happy to play it for you. Thanks so much for coming and visiting us.
Yes, it's been my pleasure. You were fabulous.
You are fabulous.
Yes.
So, we're going to go and be fabulous somewhere else now. We'll
Yes.
see you next time. Another artist video blog, Kicks96country.com.